Hey, slow down, buddy. I'm Buddy. It's me. I'm finally learning about what it means to live a slower life. I think Denmark has influenced that a lot. However, I'm still learning about how to not just preach it, but also put it into practice. My life has truly been nothing but running towards, running away, running and tripping, only to start running again. I don't want to run anymore. Even when I think I'm starting to slow down, I'm not. I'm jotting down these thoughts at 3:07 a.m. with an important work meeting waiting for me in just 6 hours. I'm pretty sure my fiance thinks I'm sound asleep when, in actuality, I'm wide awake typing this script. So, I'm going to attempt to slow down a bit at my fiance's family summer house, which is what the Danes call a sort of cabin or a cottage. And one way I love to slow down is not just being in nature, which is lovely because the summer house is very much in nature, but baking. So let's make some cardamom buns and slow down together. For me, baking is very meditative. I don't know, I think it's something about how it's sort of a labor of love. I think the time element really forces you to be present and relax. And also, you're kind of always following a very precise recipe. It's definitely a science. And for me, I think that just helps make me super present because you really have to be present so that you don't mess something up, you know? So overall, baking is usually very relaxing for me. It can be a little stressful when I am filming, especially filming in Denmark, where it's quite cloudy most of the time, and it's really dark in the winter. Even though we're in the later part of the winter, it's still pretty dark. So I'm kind of fighting the darkness when I'm filming. I love to use natural light in my videos. So I'm kind of like rushing so that it doesn't get too dark. So that can be a little stressful, but the baking itself, if I wasn't filming, is just very, very, very relaxing to me. So I recommend just, if you really need to unwind, you're feeling stressed out, get in the kitchen and bake something. It doesn't have to be anything that elaborate, but just bake something and, you know, follow the recipe.
Hello and welcome to Ashley Up North.
Baking can make you feel really good. From personal experience, like I said, it's this sort of forcing you to be present element to it, when you know you have to be precise with the recipe and everything like that. And I think it's really rewarding because of something that I learned about in this film I saw recently about the blue zones, the areas in the world where people have the longest lifespans. And there was a part of the film where they were in Japan and interviewing some women that lived like in a rural part of Japan that loved to garden. And there's something to this whole longevity conversation that has to do with doing something where you see the result at the end of it. So like you're creating something. So with planting, like you're sowing the seeds and then you're reaping all the benefits, right? Where you're picking the fruits of your labor, vegetables of your labor. And it's like, wow, I grew this thing. Like I did that. And that really does something, the research says, to your lifespan and your longevity. So I think baking is very similar to gardening in that way. You really see how your efforts have paid off in the end. But it's not just about the end result, it's the process. It's like, okay, I start with the seed, and then in this case with baking, it's like I start with putting all the ingredients together. and then I'm mixing it, you know, and then I'm like shaping it, then I'm waiting for it to rise, and then I'm baking it. So it's really about the journey, but also the final product, the end result of just looking at the thing that you made and being like, wow, I did that. Like, I'm awesome. So to me, baking is very much like gardening, and hopefully can make you feel good. So cardamom buns come from Sweden. They're pretty popular, I would say, in most Scandinavian countries. Denmark, I guess because of the proximity to Sweden, we have cardamom buns everywhere. Juno the bakery, it's a very popular bakery known for the cardamom bun in Copenhagen. Apparently just totally knocks it out of the park. I've never had it before because they're not vegan. My fiance loves them though. And I think they got like pretty popular in other big cities across the world, like New York. Pretty much, I think because of Juno the bakery, they sort of like blew up the cardamom bun. Like, it's always been around in Swedish culture, but it just sort of reemerged, right? It sort of like came back, or like was made cool, you could say, because of Juno the bakery. Follow my recipe, the same one that I'm following in this video. It's linked down below in my bio. Totally vegan. I want to work on a gluten-free version for those who can't have gluten, because you shouldn't miss out on this. Cardamom buns are the ultimate pastry in my opinion. Okay, we finally made it.
Yes, we did.
I think you should go for this one. This looks like the best one. How gorgeous is
Oh
that?
my god.
Doesn't it look pretty? Should I take a picture of that?
No.
Okay. Like on its own. There's more cardamom sugar.
It's perfect because it's doughy in the middle, crisp on the outside.
Awesome.
And you get that slight saltiness as well. Really nice.
I'm just wondering.
I think a lot of bakeries would love to be able to make this.
I didn't have enough cardamom.
Don't tell that to the viewers. So damn delicious.
Take another one.
You have
A
one.
mini one.
This one looks cute as hell.
I'd say it's a success. Worked out. As the sun started to go down, we decided to go for a walk along the water and into the forest. I really subscribe to the whole cabin lifestyle, if you remember from my last video when I said Rasmus and I really want to get a cabin one day. So when we're on our walk, I love looking at all the different summer houses. There's some modern ones, and then there's some that are a bit older. I just love getting inspiration for our future house on our walks. Once the sun went down, we got cozy by the fire again, and then the most magical thing happened. a little bit of aurora peeked out. And above the house, the stars, the Milky Way, planets, everything was just shimmering. It was absolutely stunning. And this area is known for its gorgeous skies, but this night it was exceptionally clear. Thanks for taking some time to slow down with me, and I'll see you again real soon. In the meantime, take care of yourselves and take it easy.